Hi, I'm Tracy Gallagher, and as a reporter and travel journalist, I've traveled all around the world collecting amazing stories about fascinating people, places, and great discoveries. Well, today I'm in Hollywood, where the stars shine brightest, and we're putting a spotlight on another fascinating discovery. It's called Hydroderm, and it's Tinseltown's best-kept, age-defying secret. Today, you'll learn about the hows and whys of why Hydroderm works, and why actresses like Alexandra Boyd and other women are choosing this product over other expensive and painful things like Botox. Best known as Clarissa Mason on Coronation Street, actress Alexandra Boyd has also appeared in Holby City and New Tricks. She's recently returned to London after spending many years in Los Angeles, where she appeared in films like Mr. Holland's Opus and The Titanic. Welcome back, Alexandra. You look great.
Well, thank you, Tracy, and it's great to be back in Hollywood.
Well, let me ask you this. You have a successful career as an actress. Do you face enormous pressure to always try and stay looking young?
Absolutely. And when you get to a certain age, that pressure increases, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I heard recently that casting directors and directors are actually seeking out actors who haven't had plastic surgery or used Botox. Guess what? They're looking for actors who can actually frown.
That makes sense. You're supposed to react when you act, yeah?
It's a big part of my job, yes.
Well, how did you find out about Hydroderm? Because you're a regular user.
I am now, but a friend of mine was using it here in the States for a couple of years, raving about it. I said, okay, send me some, I'll try it. I started using it a couple of times a day, and Tracy, I can't tell you immediately the difference. My skin feels smoother. There's a tautness to it that wasn't there before. I have very dry skin, and it feels moisturized. And there's a certain radiance and glow that wasn't there before.
Yeah, I'm inspecting you while you talk, and you really do glow, and your makeup looks so smooth. We're actually going to find out about the science behind that glow when we return, because we're going to have Dr. Danny Petrasek with us. But first, let's take a listen to a lot of women who use Hydroderm.
Since I've been using Hydroderm twice a day, I've noticed my skin is a lot more radiant. I really can't explain it because I've never seen anything like it before, but it's just a lot more radiant and it just looks younger.
After about 2 weeks of using Hydroderm, I noticed that my skin looked smoother, it had a glow, the wrinkles were going away, and I looked fresh.
With Hydroderm, the first thing I noticed was the glow, that youthful plump. And that was there from the instant I used it. That's what I noticed right away, that glowy, plump look, kind of roses in the cheek kind of look. And not a slickness, no oil or anything, but dewy.
I'm a grandmother. I have 24 grandchildren. And recently I found a wonderful product called Hydroderm. Hydroderm has just been wonderful. I've been using it for quite a while now, and I just put a little bit around my eyes here and around the wrinkles here, and it's just taken them right away, just almost instantly.
Now, that glow is part of what we call the science of age defiance. It's basically the scientific secrets behind Hydroderm, which brings me to my next guest, Dr. Danny Petrasek. He is the scientist who stands behind the Hydroderm line. He has an MD and a PhD and has been on the faculty of the prestigious California Institute of Technology for about a decade. And you've shown me some remarkable things that happen when you use Hydroderm. Some people get a radiant glow after almost a week.
Yeah, that's true. Tracy, I'm a physician and I'm very concerned about health, but what I'm going to say now may really surprise you. Beautiful skin, or the appearance of beautiful skin, has very little to do with the health of the skin. It's all about physics. It's the way light reflects off a smooth surface. If you look at a young child's face, it's beautiful because of the way light reflects off of it. Makeup artists know that the art of makeup is all about the play of light. So I'll just give you a simple example I like to tell people. Have you ever seen a lake early in the morning when it's very, very, very still? How the light reflects beautifully like a mirror right off the lake?
Yeah, it looks just like glass.
Just like glass, beautiful. Later, when people are swimming and water skiing, little tiny wavelets start to occur, and the lake all of a sudden appears dull and dark. Even though nothing's changed to the lake, it's still water, still made of the same material. The same thing happens to us when we age. Little fine wrinkles appear, imperfections of the skin that trap the light, make us look dull.
Now, how does that relate back to Hydroderm?
Okay, now I'm going to give you a scientific confession, okay?
We like confessions here in Hollywood.
That's right. Okay, this is it. Until very recently, our entire focus in biological research has been studying the processes inside a single isolated cell. But using this approach, we've had some of the most spectacular failures that we've ever seen in science. We've cured diseases in single cells, but yet we don't have perfect cures for cancer, for example. So the trick is to understand the behavior of a system or a family of cells. So let me share with you now something that even most doctors have never seen before. I'm going to show you a little movie, and this movie is about two individual cells. Now, every cell in our body just about is connected through little tunnels called gap junctions. So here are these two cells that you're looking at are heart cells. Heart cells beat, and in order for a heart to work properly, it has to beat rhythmically or harmoniously. Well, if you notice, in this little movie, the heart cells are not beating together. That's because the gap junctions have been cut. But over the hour, when the gap junction regrows, look, all of a sudden, they're beating harmoniously. And perfect harmony is what is the system behavior that we're looking for.
And so when cells work together like this harmoniously, that creates a more radiant look in the skin?
Absolutely, because it's an opportunity for us to coordinate the skin cells so they can grow evenly and smoothly and get that surface that I was talking about that reflects light beautifully.
Well, thank you. I love learning about the science because I'm always a skeptic when new products come out. But hearing about the science makes me believe it a little bit more.
Started noticing changes in my skin with the Hydroderm right away. I noticed the first day, I noticed the texture and how it felt. By the second week, I totally noticed a change in the wrinkles and the fine lines. By week 3, I was running up to my friends and going, look at my skin. You will not believe it. I was so excited. And I found that I didn't have to use as much makeup. I was running around out the door without putting any foundation on, and I was totally comfortable in my own skin again.
How do I feel about looking 10 years younger with Hydroderm? Look at me. What do you think? I'm 54 years young. I'm loving how I look, and it's just rejuvenating to me to look in the mirror.
Almost immediately when I put this product on, my skin felt so smooth and so light. It didn't clog my pores. I can wear it with makeup, without makeup, under my makeup. It is amazing.